but corruption creeping in. Gotta take back the street. From the French Quarter vibes to the Ninth Ward grind, he's the voice of the people, yo, he's one of a kind. Talking about the struggle, the hustle, the pain, but with each word he drops, he's bringing power to the game. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Try to silence the truth, but he's loud and clear. From the bayou to the block, everyone can hear. Got the people united, it's a movement, no doubt. With his mic in hand, he's breaking all the clout. City eat the official scheming, yeah, they playing it slick. But Gerod's on the line and he's ready to kick. For the schools and the streets, he's fighting the fight. With a heart full of passion, he's igniting the night. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. From the jazz in the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerod on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. In the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerod on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, tuning out, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it loud, let's uplift this place.
This place, let's uplift this place.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Let's uplift this place. Uplifting this place. Yes, indeed. What's happening, good people? What's going on? Welcome to Monday. And guess who's back? It's the Wicker. I said Wicker. I said Wicker.
Okay, Neely.
What's going on with you?
Not a damn thing.
How was your vacation?
Not long enough.
Not long. At least you got to do one. Everybody was on here to wish you a happy birthday and stuff.
I ain't listening to nothing.
I know you ain't listen. I know you didn't.
I ain't listen to radio. I ain't do nothing.
What you do?
Nothing.
Your entire week?
Entire week, I did nothing.
That's the best kind of, ain't that the best kind of vacation though?
Yep.
Not to do nothing. Just to sit back and chill. Scratch your booty.
Exactly. But a little higher.
I ain't going there. Not with you. Cause you got that. You got that.
Me and my buddies.
Huh?
Me and my two nutty buddies.
Yeah. Not the nutty buddies. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I just chill, man. Worked on some stuff. Working on some things that
you did some stuff in the studio.
yeah, did some stuff in the studio. Worked on some shows. You know,
That's it.
yeah.
You ain't go nowhere. You ain't go to the Caribbean.
Nope. Man, I'm not trying to travel in these times.
You didn't go over nothing. Oh, wait a minute.
In these days and times, man, I'm not trying to travel anywhere. Now with this bull,
Turn us on.
I almost said it. Almost
Heard me?
said it. Huh?
Turn us on.
It is on. I'm looking at you.
It's
You got to refresh.
This is terrible.
We got 13 viewers watching us right now.
Yep, there it is. There it is. This is terrible.
Terrible.
That we got to keep terrible.
Terrible, just terrible.
That we got to keep refreshing this stuff. I think it's something going on that side of the glass.
And I don't know what's going on. I have gone through every avenue I could possibly go through on Facebook, and I cannot find anything that says about scrolling or nothing.
Mm-hmm. So I thought you were going to come back and go, "Ooh, this is what I did."
No.
So I left out of here on, and I know you don't know, so let me fill you in.
My car doesn't sound like a drum section anymore. I got that taken care of.
Yeah, you did tell me you were going to do that one. So let me tell you what happened with me, because I know you don't know, and I even saw your text message, but it's just too long for me to text you back. So let me tell you what I did. So my daughter was here from Atlanta. My oldest daughter, not Lex, Daislyn, and her mama. They were here because her aunt died.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, from Homa, Diane Hall, and they had the funeral last Saturday. Well, my daughter and her aunt were very close, very close. They were like Starsky and Hutch. And she went to the wake last Friday, and her and her mom stayed in the hotel room, and her mom called me immediately telling me that Daislyn had a seizure. Yeah. So I'm like, a what? She said, yep,
seizure?
She had a seizure.
He's epileptic?
Exactly. So you're asking questions that I was like, when did this start?
Yeah.
Because she never had nothing like that. So immediately she's rushed to the hospital. Ambulance comes and picks her up. They keep her, do evaluation test. They can't find nothing. So the doctor was like, I think it was probably just stress or whatever, da-da-da-da. So we're going to observe her for a little while longer, a couple hours longer. Then she can go back. We're going to discharge her out of the hospital. Then she can go back and get, ready for the funeral. She goes to the funeral and has another one in the church.
Oh, man.
So they rush her. The ambulance comes, rushes her back to the hospital. They keep her this time. And I'm like, why'd y'all release her?
The first time.
And the first time, somebody y'all couldn't find nothing.
If a person has a seizure, I think they should keep them for observation and not wait until it happens again.
Yep. You are correctamundo there. So they kept her, and they ended up keeping her for a couple of days. And as she's there, they do MRIs. I'm like, prod and poke and do everything that you need to do. And the neurologist comes back, I think, the next day to tell her that they had found a lesion on her brainstem. So, at that time, my whole world ceased to exist. Everything else that was going on with me at that point in time became null and void. And so immediately, I'm like trying to figure out what we're gonna do. I'm not letting all this go. I'm sitting here saying, who do you know? And immediately we got I got a telephone call. Let me tell you how God worked. First of all, let me tell you this part. So when I went down to Houston for Suzette's daughter's wedding, I got to meet. As a matter of fact, we all ended up on a 55 passenger bus going to big dance party and all this other stuff over at the Road Goat. Don't ask me. Don't ask.
You saw me. You saw me. I
Don't
said the what?
It's just a place where Jessica and her fiance met each other for their first date, having ice cream.
Okay.
And we went there for dinner the night before the wedding. Well, on that same 55 passenger bus was Dr. Marcus Ware and his wife. And I got a chance to talk to him because, they sitting close to us. We sitting there talking to them, da-da-da. But that same night, somebody broke in his car and took some of his possessions.
Yes,
so he's all, down. You can tell he's down. So I'm talking to him, brother, stuff happens. That's what you got insurance for. I said, you need to just come on. Let's have a good time. You're like, you know what? You're right. Let's go ahead on. Let's go ahead on and have a good time. So him and his wife in there the night of the wedding at the reception, they on the floor dancing. We on the floor dancing. All of us having a good time. Just shooting the crap, talking. Well, guess what Dr. Ware is?
Neurologist.
A neurologist. So Suzette calls me and says, hey, what is going on? And I tell her, da, 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 da. She says, my neighbor. He lived right across the street from me. Here go his cell phone number. Send him a text and ask him for his help. So I called him. I sent him that text. When I hit send, it wasn't but 2-3 minutes later, Dr. Ware called me and said, all right, let's get her charts. Let's find out what's going on. I need to look at her scans. Da, 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 da. He handled business, bro, immediately. And made a diagnosis. And it's like, okay, where's she going after she leaves here? I need to see her in my office, blah, blah, blah. And he's holding up his end. So we went to go see him last Tuesday. But she had to go back to Atlanta. So he's telling her she can't drive, she can't work, blah, 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 blah. I'm getting ready to give you all the paperwork right here. So I'm like, okay, what are we going to do to get you back to Atlanta? Can't drive, scared to fly. I get the car. Let's go. So that's why when you said he's going to be off next week, him had to take off Thursday and Friday because I had to drive my daughter back to Atlanta for her. Remember Dr. Stewart?
Yeah.
He used to come in here and they used to do all the conversations with him for LCMC.
Yeah.
He is now the head of Morehouse Medical Unit at Morehouse College in Atlanta. Guess who had to go to Atlanta? My daughter. That's where she stayed.
Yeah.
I called him up. He's like, oh, I'm headed the whole system. We're going to get this taken care of immediately. And I said, boy, this got to be God. And he put them people in my, just in my place, just because something like this, you don't like to pick up the phone and ask nobody to do things like this. But I was like, God put them men in your life because he knew something like this was going to happen. Use it while it's there. And just, am I privileged? Absolutely. And I make no judgment about that. And I'm hoping I'm not taking somebody else's space. You understand what I'm saying? But they got a chance to see her, get her scans, and got another one for May 11th down here. Mm-hmm. So she was all right the entire time that I was there.
How's she doing now?
Huh?
How's she doing now?
She's doing well. She's doing well. I took her shopping, so she's doing well.
Oh, she's well.
Yeah. So
shopping makes everything good.
Oh, bro, it went away real quick, fast, and in a hurry. But she's listening. She had to take that non-seizure medicine, taking a couple of other things for her to be okay. Haven't seen any signs of it. My mama's still there with her.
Right.
Her boyfriend was very concerned. Her church members, they prayed for her on Sunday. So everything that a parent could ask for except for this diagnosis or whatever diagnosis shall be, because I don't know what it is yet, I would say has been my saving grace too, because she's all right. She's well. She don't know, but I got up in the middle of the night every night going to check on her, just to look at her, just to make sure she's breathing right, make sure that she's not having any type of effects of the medicine or anything like that. So I get up in the middle of the night and just go look at her. She's fine.
You just stopped on your way to get a snack.
No, I had to pee. The middle of the night. Old man pee.
That doesn't happen to me.
Huh?
That doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, because you go beforehand.
Yeah, I go before I go to sleep.
Yeah, that's all. So, that's what it is.
Like they say, if you see that toilet in your dream,
huh?
If you see that toilet in a dream, don't go to it. It's a trap.
No. Wake up in the middle of the night and be like, why my bed wet?
I smell asparagus.
I said, no, I'm wrong. But no, she's doing well. She's doing okay. Yeah. I shouldn't have said nothing. I shouldn't have said a daggone thing. But she's doing all right. She's doing a little bit better than what I was expecting. And that to me is a blessing in itself. A blessing in itself. So, to make a long story short, we're good for right now. And we'll find out what it is a little bit later on. We'll find out. All right? We'll take our first break here. We'll take our break. We'll come back. I got some guests coming up in here. I think I might be a little bit. I got to be on my good behavior.
Yes.
All right. More coming up, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
Hey, this is Steve Poston. Be sure to listen to WBOK 1230 AM every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and Sunday evening at 5 p.m., bringing you the best Southern Soul barroom music with the Southern Soul Weekend Party Mix, hosted by me, of course. I'll be playing your favorite Southern Soul music by artists from all over the South right here on WBOK 1230 AM or online at WBOK1230.com. The station you listen to longer. Listen to longer. Listen to longer.
New Orleans, the city of festivals and second chances. This is Mr. Rocky of Faithers in Jesus the Christ, inviting everyone to come to the table of grace. No matter where you are or what you're dealing with, guilt, bad habits, mistakes, or heavy hearts, Jesus still calls us his friend, and his grace is waiting for us. Tune in to WBOK 1230 AM or watch live on Facebook or Instagram. We'll reflect on his work on the cross, his resurrection, his ascension, and the hope of his return for we who that believe and have received him by faith. So join us at the table of grace, where mercy is fresh, forgiveness is real, and grace is served for people like you and me.
LifeCare provides valuable whole life insurance to cover final expenses such as medical bills, burial costs, and unpaid debt. A final expense insurance policy is fast, easy, affordable life insurance that's available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exams, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. The application process is quick and easy. You can even apply without having to undergo a medical examination. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral cost skyrocketing to $11,000 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple, affordable peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses that, if left unattended, will burden your family tremendously. Benefits include a guaranteed premium that will never increase, a guaranteed cash value, and a guaranteed death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense insurance with a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, call LifeCare at 800-571-9955. That's 800-571-9955. 800-571-9955.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. It is Monday. Yes, indeed. Gerard Stevens back in the air chair. Thank you so much for all the concerns, but I got to act good. I got company now. So he came back. I was looking for the girls. You do not look like one of them.
Yeah, right. He has a beard and everything, the mustache.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, young lady got a mustache. She got a full beard, too. Troy Sawyer is back in the building, y'all.
Back
What's
in the
going
building.
on, big buddy?
Oh, it feels good to be back in the building.
Everybody asked me the other day, because I was telling them that you were back, and they want to know, do you still have vinyl?
I have vinyl, yes. Tomorrow is our first annual fundraiser for Girls Play Trumpets, too. Vinyl will be there. But we have vinyl at all of the record stores, too.
Really?
Yeah. But I will have vinyl tomorrow. Y'all come out and I'll sign it for you.
I was surprised. More people called me and asked me, did you have vinyl?
I have vinyl, yes.
Then how do I download?
Yeah.
Or anything else? Is vinyl coming back in?
Oh, it's back.
Oh, really?
It's back.
Really?
Think about it, because streaming has been here for a minute.
Yeah.
And then people want to feel the music. They want to feel it in various ways, where they want to hear it and they want to actually touch it, have it, something tangible in their hands.
Well, with that being said, tell everybody, what's the name of your album?
Rock Your Soul.
And how you doing?
Doing well with the album? You talking about? Oh, yeah,
yeah.
it's doing well. And so we are lining up a tour, working on that with some
Okay.
booking agencies. We're trying to talk to different people to tour that album, but I'm working on my next album right now.
Okay.
And that album is going to be a vibing, groovy album, because it's been influenced and inspired by my trips going to Belize back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Belize is your
Oh, that's my
that's your
escape.
stomping ground.
That's my
bro?
stomping ground. Got my people out there.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Girls Play Trumpet 2 has been something a lot of folks have been asking about. They come out, they see the girls perform. That you seem more into it than some of them, because you just like the fact that they out there playing the music and doing what they do. And last time you were here, they showed out and showed up
Right.
on air.
On air live.
On
Right.
playing on live. At that
No
point in
AI.
time-
No AI.
No, they
That
were
was
playing.
real.
Those young ladies were playing. You know, I was trying to brag a little bit. I was trying to like, I played when Sashmo started playing. I was like, no, I don't. I don't play that. Because she was like, come on, bring it on. But you are also recovering.
Recovering from the hernia surgery. Yeah, because when I came, that's when I was around a time when it was beginning stages of the recovery process. And there was a lot of pain.
Really?
And, I had to put my trumpet down for at least 2 months. I
Really?
did.
You sat in the corner over there. I was like,
man.
oh, man, you're not going to do no. I'm sitting over here letting them do the
Yeah,
work.
right.
They did the work. But
Right.
how you doing?
I'm feeling awesome. My first gig back on the trumpet was at French Quarter Fest. So I performed on the Pan Am stage Saturday at 4:30.
Okay.
And I brought the girls out towards the end, so they closed the show out with me, and some special guests come through. And that show was amazing, because when something's taken away from you that you love, the trumpet and performing, it just makes you don't take it for granted. And then when you get that stage, when you get it back, it's like, okay, this might be my last time performing. So every time, I perform like it's my last. But that particular performance was special because, I wasn't expecting to be off my horn for that long period of time.
So I got a friend of mine. He actually is real deep with one of the streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
I won't call it just because he gonna be like, don't tell everybody, because everybody gonna be like, call him up, give me the telephone number. But he's real deep into a couple of the streaming service, one in particular. And I said, you ever thought about doing like some concerts from New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no, tell me about it. Like I was just asking the question, and he thought I was gonna present something to him.
Right.
So I did. I went on here. I said, as much as we have here as far as the music, you love the music too, because you keep coming down here for different stuff, and it's always music related.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why don't you put together a filmed concert of New Orleans music and put it on your streaming service? He said, that's a good idea. I said, I got a perfect guy that can probably lead and put it together for you.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Who you think? I'm glad you're doing well.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
But how would that be if you had to put together a concert with special guests, your girls, you, and do like an hour show? Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Of course.
Okay.
Do it all the time.
You do?
Yeah. that's one thing
On streaming service?
But now on streaming service, I'm just saying is that that'll be the next level. Now, for our spring concert coming up, we're gonna stream that where you have to subscribe to see it and pay a ticket to see it live at the Ellis Marcellus Center.
Now, when is that?
May 30th.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's gonna be our first time streaming. But you know what? That's what I was talking with my trombone player yesterday, and he's gotten into YouTube streaming everything. I said, yeah, I'm gonna focus on expanding and really creating more engagement with YouTube and doing performances and live stream performances. People subscribe and they pay to see X, Y, and Z, my performances. So I'm already about to beef that up. Even doing tutorials where I talk about even techniques about playing the trumpet. Where I have like an educational channel of just playing the trumpet. And so, yeah, we're going to beef that up.
Yeah, because, I mean, you'd be surprised.
Oh, yeah.
On the number of people you'll touch.
Right.
That you'd never think that you could touch. Just because I can sit there and watch you in my drawers. I don't have to get all. Shut up. I don't have to. I don't have to get up.
Right.
And go nowhere. I actually can crank my computer up and just sit there and watch. But I can also subscribe.
Right.
But the other thing too that I could do is get you monetized.
Monetize, exactly.
So I don't even have to subscribe. I can subscribe for notifications, but I can also, if I turn it on, first thing you know when you monetize is the fact that commercial plays first.
Right.
So YouTube, what they do when they play those commercials, it's basically a split. They get 50%, you get 50%, or whatever the commercial is.
Right.
So automatically you're gonna get a check, and that can go toward whatever.
Right.
I ain't trying to tell you what you put your money to, but I am telling you that.
Yeah, because
there's so many different ways to do these different things to make some money.
Right. Yeah, because it's all about consistency, right? To trigger that algorithm, then more people see you, more exposure, more money come to you.
Yep.
That's why.
And then put your calendar together.
Right.
So that now, Girls Play Trumpet 2 has a calendar on their page.
Right.
Saying, here's our concert. Here's how you get into the concert. You want exclusive seating, viewing, or whatever. You can monetize it to get that. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can do that and don't even have to leave your studio.
You know what? You about to be on the team, man. Thank you for joining the team of Echelon Productions, Troy and the Elements, and Girls Play Trumpets too.
And
I think that's why he wanted to announce to the world that he is a part of the team.
And I get a third of all that monetized.
Yeah. You know what? You're gonna get the crumbs on the table. Get the crumbs. But the crumbs are gonna be so much. You're gonna be like thankful for the crumbs. Thank you.
I want some meat. You keep the crumbs. No, but I mean that would be something great for you all, for you to be able to put together.
Right.
Just because even practices.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. People want to see behind the scenes
and then
stuff.
be able to see where you can bring in all these different folks to do learning how to do the chords.
Right.
Learning how to play treble clef, bass clef. I mean, all the different elements of this is what playing these instruments, and it just don't have to be trumpets.
Right, exactly.
It could be anybody.
Yeah.
And you could sit down and have conversations with all those famous folks that you know.
Right. So that's why we brought in a social media person, because it takes time to do that.
Oh,
right?
yes.
And so they could come through and record everything and then put it up there on YouTube and all of our social media platforms. So, that's what we have, because we have Girls with Trumpets too. We have my thing going on with Trust and the Elements. And so then we have the educational component of me, where that could be a total different channel people could tune into. So, yeah.
And then follow.
Space is the place.
The next thing you know, you got a reality show.
Right. And I just dropped a music video. So that's why I said, you know what? We need to really start beefing up the YouTube.
So you got one already?
Yeah, I dropped it. Well, I covered Sporty Oldie Dopalicious by Outkast.
Okay.
When, hip-hop turned 50 to represent that as a fusion of hip-hop and jazz. And
what you know about Sporty Oldie, bro?
Oh, come on, man. When I went to Xavier, I remember when that song came out, every trumpet player wanted to learn that line.
Right.
Bum bum bum. That was it. That was a thing to learn. And then that's a groove right there.
Yeah.
But every time, so I have my version of it. Every time we were performing live, people get excited, just feel it. It's like a whole nother level, And so I was like, you know what? Let's record it to commemorate 50 years of anniversary of hip hop, and Outkast is one of my favorite groups, hip hop groups, and so I was like, yeah, we got to record this. So we recorded it, and then we shot some footage, for the music video, and we just edited it and put it out there Friday.
Oh, really?
So y'all can check it out
Okay.
Friday. It came out, Spodioli Dopalicious by Troyson and the Elements. Y'all go check it out on YouTube.
So where y'all been?
For as what?
On the road? Did y'all,
No,
y'all
we
going away
haven't-
the road? Nowhere?
I've been
you still recovering?
Yeah, I've been recovering.
Well, what's coming? I know.
So what's coming? Well, going back to Belize, going to New York, Tanzania, I went to Houston. Yeah, I went to Houston to meet up with a couple of people, but to expand Girls with Trumpets to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this woman that has an organization that lives in Houston, but she's originally from Africa. She saw us on CBS Mornings and was so inspired because she plays the trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went over there to Houston to meet with her to do a workshop with her kids. And so we're working on creating that partnership. We're going to do a virtual partnership first.
So if you had to put in perspective, and I'm sorry, man, introduce yourself too. Look,
Hey, well, I'm Damian
feel like
Kennedy.
Gerard got security.
I'm Damian Kennedy. I'm Troy Sawyer's manager, and I'm also his development director for Girls Play Trumpets too.
And this is not my first time seeing you.
Not at all.
Because I could tell you it was important when I first walked over into the area where y'all be playing.
Right.
And I saw you standing up there. I said, whoever he is, he important. But I said it like I was from the night board. I said, him important. So I'm gonna ask you,
Go ahead.
managing him.
So when I
I
came
ain't have to
in,
say it no further.
at the end of the day, it could be a challenge. But I've been knowing Troy so long that I know him, so I kind of know how to maneuver and make sure that his best interest is always first place.
You need
Everything
a hug.
else fall.
You need a hug.
Sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need it.
Yeah. But I just see so much bigger.
But yeah.
I ain't saying how big he is or how small he is. I just say, well, the world is yours.
Yeah.
And then you have the element too that everybody's like, that's not just interesting, but it's a niche, and it's something that nobody would have ever considered. Damn, you got a whole orchestra of young ladies,
Right.
that's playing an instrument that, in some senses, has been made for men, or we try to put it that way, that it's a man instrument. But some of them young ladies that you got, they're not beginners, because young lady, what's her name, Satch?
Lady
Lady
Satch.
Satch.
Yeah.
She bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was toe up when she came up in here. I was like, let me be quiet. I have no
She's
credibility.
graduating from Berklee College of Music this
Yeah,
year, too.
yeah.
And so she'll be back. The thing, I come from, all of us, from John Baptiste, Trombone Shorty, Big Sam. We come from the old school teachers of Edward Kidd, Jordan, Elva, Matisse, even at St. Augustine with Mr. Hamp. All of those great educators that were still performers and still artists taught us. And so that old school way of teaching, Lady Sash has that because she's from New Orleans. She's one of the few trumpet instructors that we have from New Orleans. Everyone else is from California, elsewhere, But that New Orleans flavor and like the way that she cares about those girls, and she's like the big sister, and she's really passionate about making sure that they don't take what they're doing for granted and to be the best that you can be, because she had to have a chip on her shoulder as a woman, always proving herself.
Right.
I could tell she still has that.
Right.
And so she doesn't settle for less with these girls. She pushed them harder than I do. She have them doing push-ups. Oh no, you dropped the mouthpiece. Oh, you missed push-ups.
Oh wow.
Oh man, she's serious.
She the
So
drill
I told her, I
sergeant.
said, if anything happens to me, I want to pass this program down to you for us, you being the executive director or artistic director running, because I feel like she represents the mission of Girls Play Trumpets too. She represents New Orleans, and she doesn't settle for less. She keeps it real. So I'm like, yeah, you represent.
You said something though. The mission.
Yeah.
What is that mission?
So the mission of Girls Play Trumpets too is to inspire and empower girls ages 8 to 19 to play the trumpet on the novice and advanced level to increase equal representation in male-dominated music industry.
So, with that being said, I was going through the schedule
hmm
of Jazz Fest,
Mhm.
and I didn't see you all on the schedule.
Right. You didn't see Trust and the Elements. You didn't see Girls with Trumpets too.
Is that
And so we have to change that, right?
is that something that was in particularly done on purpose, or it wasn't being considered?
I don't know. Well, with a lot of stuff that goes on behind closed doors. You look at John Baptiste at a time when he didn't perform at Jazz Fest for a reason. So it's like, with dealing with, it could be politics, money. Because you think about it, Jazz Fest will pay a lot of artists that are not from here locally a lot of money, more than that. We
Right.
get paid
Right.
locally. So, there's a lot of factors involved,
Are
And
you
maybe
on-
even with Girls with Trumpets too, people don't realize our production is huge. My rhythm section of my band backs up Girls with Trumpets too. So I have 5 people,
Right.
5 professional musicians backing up Girls with Trumpets too.
Because last time I saw
like
you,
27.
you had what? You had the bass player, the drummer,
Right.
keyboard,
Yeah.
and somebody else too.
Yeah, bass, guitar, keyboard,
That's what I missed. I missed
drums.
guitar.
We have a percussionist. So there's like 5 or 6 people that are in the
So you
rhythm
have a
section.
whole band
Yeah,
backing these
yeah.
young
Plus-
ladies up.
Plus 20 something girls, plus our instructors, plus
Right.
our special guests.
Right.
So the kids tent, when they're doing the booking for the kids tent, they want to keep it nice and simple. So I'm thinking that was probably the reason. Who knows? But I know we're not there. But that's why I always say we got to put yourself in the game. That's why tomorrow we have our first annual fundraiser. We call it Jazz Fest After Dark, presented by Girls with Trumpets 2 at the Chloe Hotel. The girls will perform at 6:15. We have Antwiggity, who's going to DJ, 1s and 2s. You're going to be spinning.
So you got to call me and tell me, G, I want you to be the announcer, because I show up.
But you show up
for free.
Oh yeah.
I say that. I say that.
Right, yeah.
to
We're
you
looking for an
right
MC. We're
now.
looking for a host right now.
I'll be there.
Okay.
You just tell me.
Damon, lock it in. Lock it in.
You just
Lock
tell
it
me.
in.
Tell me what time.
We start at 5 o'clock. The girls hit at 6:15.
So I don't
And
get
then-
off the air till 6.
And then, okay. And then I perform with my band at 7:30. The girls gonna come back on to close out the show. So we're gonna have a silent auction. The Chloe is going to donate a percentage of the sales
Mhm.
from the bar and food for a certain amount of hours while we're there. And we're gonna auction off a stay at the Chloe Hotel,
Okay.
pool pass, all
Oh,
that
you got
bundle.
the whole deal.
Oh man, so it's gonna be a beautiful night. And then we just picked up.
Put me down.
We
on
just
that
picked up
hotel.
Friday. Friday, I'm performing at the DBA. Girls with Trumpets 2 will be there too. And this is probably the first time that this has ever happened.
Now I won't
Girls
be in town
performing
on Friday.
Frenchman
I won't be
Street.
in town Friday, so
Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
do that because I see your eyes, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Your
So look
eye-
at-
you don't have no poker face, bro.
So yeah, Friday at the DBA from 6 to 9.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a free show. Robin Barnes will be following us, and never know who may pop in.
Wow.
And so it's always you gotta create whatever you want to create in this world.
Do people home appreciate the music as much as somebody from another part of the country or another part of the world? I mean, because sometimes I'm not putting down anybody here. It just seems to me that we can get this type of music all the time. So I guess my question is,
Right.
do they appreciate it as much as somebody from Oklahoma or somebody coming in from Ohio, and they see these young ladies, they see you, and they say, man, this is really great. This is happening all the time. Do they appreciate it as much?
Well, I would say that because we have so much talent in the city,
Mhm.
and especially if you grew up here or you lived here for a long time, you tend to take a lot of things for granted
Right.
until you fly away, go somewhere else. Like, oh man, I miss home. Remember, we could do this. When I went to Houston, I'm like, everyone lives at least 45 minutes away from each other.
Sure.
And I'm like, where you live? I'm like, I got to prepare myself to drive all
Right.
over the place.
Right.
I'm like, but that made me appreciate New Orleans more because everything is
Right here.
close to each other.
Right.
That's why we have so many events in New Orleans. And so I would say people do appreciate our culture more from the outside looking in. They come to New Orleans because they understand the culture, something they cannot get all the time.
Mhm.
So of course they're gonna appreciate it more, they're gonna pay for it. But the thing is that we give quality music away for free also. So people undercutting each other. You have musicians from all over the world coming to New Orleans and living here, and they'll play for free.
Right.
Just to say they played
Just say
in
they
New
got
Orleans.
in New Orleans.
So
Yep.
now the New Orleans musicians that are grinding from here, they can't even really make that much money because you have other musicians from elsewhere just playing for free.
And then I thought about too with that, we see the photos that come out. I'm gonna use the Mardi Gras Indians,
Right.
And they're in somebody's book that they selling, but didn't get them $1.
Right.
I'm like, man, that they making millions
Yes.
on somebody else's culture.
Right.
So I'm glad to see that they have representation now. But
Yeah.
is it true representation that they getting everything that they need?
Right. And we don't realize as musicians, as culture bearers, of the power that we possess.
Yes.
We can shut this whole city down if we all come together and say we demand a certain amount of rate. Even with, they passed that ordinance of
$200 thing.
$200.
Right. There ain't no money.
That's ridiculous because you're putting a ceiling and a cap on a musician that's been playing for years, a professional musician, and you have a kid that probably just picked up an instrument, but get the same amount of money
that
somebody's
been doing it for
years.
Right.
So that wasn't a win.
Right.
That wasn't a win. So we have to reevaluate that because I feel like we're still getting paid the amount of money that my great-grandfather got paid when he was playing in Preservation Hall full-time as a full-time musician in the 1920s. So
I think that's a conversation that does need to be had.
Right.
And then don't forget where that really originated toward, and that was what, Mardi Gras, where millions of folks are out here seeing your craft, taking part in your culture, and you're getting $200 for that. No. All right, I guess that means we got to take a break. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. More in a minute, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
Attention, WBOK listeners. Are you a fan of the station and want to show your support and style? Well, we've got some exciting news for you. Introducing the official WBOK merchandise, the perfect way to wear your love for the station. Whether you're a longtime listener or a new fan, we've got something for everyone. Head to WBOK1230.com now and grab your WBOK gear before it's gone. When you buy WBOK merch, you're not just getting quality items, you're supporting the station you love.
Welcome to Chemical of the Month from the Community Scientist and Rise St. James. This month's focus is polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs, formed when fuels like oil, gas, wood, or trash are burned. These chemicals can enter the air we breathe and settle into our soil and water. Many PAHs are known carcinogens, adding to the health burdens faced by communities living near industry. Learn how to protect your health at risestjames.org.
City Park is where to go when you don't know where to go. Turn towards the city center and start walking. Before long, you'll end up where you belong, at the heart of the city, New Orleans City Park. Stroll along the reeded marsh, wander through the sculpture garden, rest and recharge beneath ancient oak trees. This is where your spirit goes to grow. It's in our nature to yearn for nature. NewOrleansCityPark.org, heart of the city.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
WBOK. Better pay attention. Powered by Cox Business. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. Gerard Stevens with you on Monday. And, of course, our guest, my brother, he's in the building, Troy Sawyer.
Yes, I am.
Girls play trumpet, too.
Girls play trumpets, too.
And
yes, they do.
I definitely was,
Make sure you say purple, brother.
What?
Purple.
Make sure you say purple, brother.
Purple.
Get it right.
I'm gonna get it right here. Here's what I'm gonna say. You too?
Yep.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right. Purple.
You too?
Yeah.
Purple.
Thank y'all for coming.
Well, you know what? For girls play trumpets too, because in the beginning it was just 8 girls and everybody were beginners. And now we at the point where we have 3 levels. We have advanced, intermediate, beginner. So the advanced ladies are called the purple ladies. You know what I mean? Purple.
Help us.
Royalty.
You would think they'd be like from St. Mary's. Hey, bro, I saw St. Mary's band. I'm serious. I didn't know that they had all these, and they were strong. They had all these young ladies. They were playing trumpet.
Years ago?
No, this was like when was that? It had to be like for Christmas. Wasn't Nefertiti? When was Nefertiti?
That was Mardi Gras.
That was Mardi Gras. Okay.
Yeah.
They made St. Mary's band was in Nefertiti in New Orleans East, and we were lining up and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, who is this?" They were St. Mary's. They were playing. They were blowing trumpets.
Right. I know St. Mary's and Xavier Prep now they were Drexel. They've been rebuilding their program because they used to be back in the day solid. Like they were marching almost 100 girls strong. That's when the original Piness Brass Band, they came out of St. Mary's Academy.
Okay.
Oh, they were serious.
They
so
blowing.
like right now, everyone has been going through the rebuilding stages with their music program.
Right.
St. Aug's just coming right back. Everyone.
St. Aug's look like a college.
It's a
St. Aug's band is no joke.
They sound and look like a college band.
But you know what? That's what motivated me to go to St. Aug. My cousin, who's a police officer now, but he played football for Kennedy. And then he went to Mississippi Valley State. And Mississippi Valley State had to play Southern in Baton Rouge. So all the family went to see him play at Southern in Baton Rouge. For halftime show, guess who came out? St. Aug's band did the halftime show. After the game was over, it was St. Aug against SU Human Jukebox. St. Aug was blowing them out. Everybody was like, that's a high school.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to St. Aug.
Yeah. We were talking about something too, and I got him on the phone here. But cousin, you there? You there?
It's your cousin.
There you go. How you doing?
I'm here.
Listen, we were sitting here. Say hello to Troy. We were talking to him about these
Troy.
young ladies that need some type of transportation. I said, wait a minute. If anybody know about transportation, let me get the specialist on the phone here. These young ladies need transportation to and from getting to different locations,
different events.
And then how many passengers are we talking about?
Damon could talk.
Damon?
Yeah, so we're talking about close to 40 passengers. Our production is very big. We have about 17 to 27 girls in our ensemble every time, including our band plus staff. So we're about 40 every time we move.
Well, if you have that many for convenience, you need a 55 passenger bus.
Okay.
How's the best way to be able to get them? And do you know anybody that has one that can sit down and have a conversation with?
Yeah. When you need it for?
So we really want to purchase our own transportation.
But right now you need a ride.
Right. So
I'd rather for you to purchase your own instead of standing
when those events pop up, then we have to just reach out to him and set it up. But right now we don't have anything on the books to where gigs just pop up. Like the girls are performing all the time. So when those gigs pop up to where sometimes lately it's been like 3 gigs back to back. So that's why we need that transportation to bring them to and fro from those different gigs. So,
but there are folks that own these buses,
right,
that you can lease.
Yeah.
Until you get,
Yeah.
Because when you get your Prevost, am I talking right there, cousin?
Well, look, let's back up a minute. Is this something they're going to be doing on a regular basis or per event? Because if you're going to do it per event, it don't make sense to invest in a bus or a van that have to pay the cost of the van plus the insurance on the van, and then who's going to be your driver?
Right. So we have to figure that out.
Because you got that's usually somebody that's
I know
insured
insurance is
and
more
has
expensive
CDLs.
with
And see,
kids.
Look, let's back up a minute. Now, see if your driver, you're going to have to, the insurance company, you're going to have to be checked out by the police department and the drug test too. So you got to do the criminal thing and the drug test when you're dealing with the insurance company. See, when you're dealing with kids, that's a whole new animal to deal with because it's a greater responsibility when you're dealing with other people's children, especially underage. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about high school, so technically they're minors. They're young adults, but they're still minors.
Right.
And also, it doesn't have to say, but you need adequate chaperones too. Because when you got boys and girls and you come back from time, you got to have, the chaperones that going to monitor them closely and the environment in which they are in. You're biting off a lot, but preparation gives you what you need to have.
So you think it's better to go per event?
If you're not going to, do it on a yearly basis, I'm talking about all the time, then they're not going to pay you to take and, own a piece of equipment because then you got storage of the equipment too. So see, security is a big thing when you own equipment.
Okay. Good enough.
Yeah.
Or we might have to scale back maybe if we talk about ownership of someone sponsoring a vehicle because, basically going to be sponsorship of someone else is going to take care of that fee. And we just have to pay for the insurance, of course, and the maintenance of that vehicle and the storage and stuff like that. So we may have to scale back to a smaller, like a 20 something passenger van. Because I know the thing is that with some of the girls struggle with transportation getting to the program. So our program is a Saturday program, but we add more days when we get closer to a big performance. So we do at least 3 days out the week, and then plus when those other gigs pop up, we have those gigs that we got to do.
Right. So 15 passenger vans, a couple of 15 passenger vans, or sprinter vans, and then for performances, utilizing a larger transportation. And
then we want to have a vehicle accessible to where when we start going on tours, so we don't have to pay for.
But then now you're talking about a tour bus. But look, let me back up a minute. The vans, who name you going to race the vans? Is it going to be a school or going to be an individual?
It's going to be under the nonprofit name, Girls Play Trumpets too. Okay,
no. I mean, that's okay. Because, see, all that determines the level of insurance that you're going to have. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to be nothing less than at least $1 million.
Right, so we have insurance
with liability.
Yeah, we have liability with the girls right now with the program, and so any event that we do, we have to report it to our insurance company, so they can protect us and they just know what's going on with us.
Just know now you got a consultant.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna be reaching out to you, and that's what it's all about. The community coming on board to help us and support us. And support our movement and mission.
All right, cousin. Too. I got to take my break.
Look, give my number. He call me anytime.
All right, I got you. Thank you, sir.
All right,
appreciate it.
All right, cuz.
All right, let's take a break. Y'all got a few more minutes?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
All right, more coming up. News the next, y'all.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries faced some tough questions from kid reporters on Capitol Hill.
Oh. Did your dad give you that question?
During Take Your Child to Work Day, Jeffries fielded lighthearted questions and tougher ones about Democrats' image, responding diplomatically throughout. Former President Barack Obama will be one of the final guests on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Colbert announced Obama will join him May 6th from the Obama Presidential Center in Chicago, ahead of the library's public opening in June. The Obama Foundation is a nonprofit collaborator of the Black Information Network. And the new Michael Jackson movie is king at the box office. Michael, the biopic about the king of pop, raked in $97 million domestically and $217 million globally in its first weekend of release, making it the best ever for a musical biopic. Get BIN News now, on demand, 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Gerard Stevens with you on Monday afternoon. Troy Sawyer in the building, y'all.
In the building, I'm back.
So you now have some transportation, or somebody to manage you with some transportation. That's one thing. But your girls should be headlining at least the kids' tent,
right,
at Jazz Fest.
Exactly. They did Girls But Trumpets 2 did Jazz Fest. I think it was the second year. And last year, back to back. You know, they've done French Quarter Fest, Jazz Fest, Gentilly Fest, Satchmo Fest, you know? And so what I told my team is that, all right, even with me, it's time to branch out.
Yeah.
And, you know, Louis Armstrong is not buried here for a reason. So it's time to branch out and fly away.
I mean, but think about the exposure.
Yeah.
That somebody not from here walks up to the stage and goes, "Who's that?" Oh, these girls can play.
Right.
I sure would like to see them in our city.
Right.
Or let me see who I can talk to get them to come out to Philadelphia.
Right.
Or to get them to come out.
Yeah.
Y'all got some. How about recording them?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So we record all of our live performances, our live concerts, and so we're gonna be chopping some stuff up and putting it out there. But our goal is to put a Girls But Trumpets 2 album together in the next year, where we featured professional female trumpet players. They're doing their thing, and singers too to add on to that. Because, you know, Tank from Tank and the Bangers, she performed with them. Nell, that was just on The Voice, she performed with them.
Right.
Who else? The list goes on. There's a bunch of people. So we have our special guest that's going to come to perform with them, Ingrid Jensen, who is the woman that came to Dillard University to show me that women can play on that level my senior year in high school.
Okay.
So she came in town in December for the National Jazz Education Conference, and she performed at Snug Harbor. And one of our trumpet instructors, she's from Cali, but she goes to Loyola, she sat in with her. So I spoke at Snug Harbor about, you know, the story of how we met. And she's a great and big supporter of Girls But Trumpets too. She's coming back in town to perform with them at the spring concert. So, of course, you know, we always record those concerts.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, we may put Girls But Trumpets 2 live at the Ellis Marcellus Center and put that out there, you know. But, yeah, I'm excited for everything. Well, I'm working on Girls But Trumpets 2 children's book, telling my story. And I'm almost finished. I'm at the page where, you know, we have Girls Play Trumpets with a plural with the S too, because there are various trumpets, and people don't realize they have a B flat trumpet.
Right.
There's a C trumpet. There's a pocket trumpet. There's a piccolo. There's a flugelhorn. And so that page, I'm educating.
And they all sound different.
All sound different. I'm educating people about the different types of trumpets.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So and then the next project will be working on the Girls But Trumpets 2 documentary.
Because everybody thinks what's his name? Chuck Mangione.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play the trumpet. He played with
the flugelhorn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he played.
Right,
So,
flugelhorn.
you making me think a little bit. We donate, and you do accept donations, though. Right?
All the time, 24/7.
So when I came to see you play, I said I made a commitment. My commitment was, it took me a minute to get it to you.
Hey.
But I made a commitment
better
to
late
go
than never.
buy a trumpet and say, here you go.
Oh, and we appreciate that when we had the girls to come in and they performed live and they spoke, and for you to donate and follow through with your word. Because a lot of people say a lot of things. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Especially in this music industry.
And you'd be like,
and they're like, okay. That's why it's like, okay, I need to see it in writing, especially when we talking about
sign
money.
This contract.
I need the signed contract. I need the money deposited in my bank account for me to see that it's real. So, but when people say they're gonna do something and they follow through with their word,
but
I really appreciate that.
It's okay for anybody that wants to donate, not only just instruments, but money.
But money, right. And donate your time too, because really we're growing so fast that we need that support, and the service is very needed. So you can go to Girl Spirit Trumpets 2 TOO.org to volunteer, to donate. We have our first annual. We're gonna do this every year around Jazz Fest time.
Mm-hmm.
First annual fundraiser for Girl Spirit Trumpets 2 tomorrow, April 28th, from 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Y'all come out and support. I'm going to have some vinyl. The Rocky Soul vinyl will be there. Percentage of that sale, and the sales will go to Girls Spirit Trumpets too, because whatever I do, I support and put money right back into the program.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. And when people come tomorrow, they're going to experience the impact of Girls Spirit Trumpets too. And like you said, you were thinking, you never heard Girls Spirit Trumpets too. You have this misconception in your head of, we're gonna see some girls playing, they're just gonna be playing around and be cute, okay, cool to see. No, these girls are really playing, because one thing is that I take the trumpet seriously, and I expose them to anything I didn't get exposed as a kid. Mm-hmm. The one thing our music teachers told us to practice to get better on your trumpet or your instrument, but they didn't teach about the music business, right? So we have that side of it. So they're learning the music business. They have executive producer from Columbia Records. He's coming to speak with the girls. We had an entertainment attorney to come and talk about contracts and how you put your team together, personal manager, business manager, things that you need to run, especially as an independent artist. Right. And then the fact that they have social media where they use that to promote themselves. I always encourage the young ladies to record yourself doing something positive. Right. Record yourself playing your trumpet and put it out there, as opposed to doing some crazy stuff and
and that you're gonna look at later on and go like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Or somebody else gonna see and be like, is that your daughter?
Exactly. But we need trumpets for our culture exchange program in Punta Gorda, Belize.
So you need trumpets.
We need trumpets also. We need trumpets. And we have an after-school program. Shout out to Inspire NOLA. We've been having a partnership with them. Shout out to First Line Schools, because this is our first year having a partnership with them, and McGee, and the list goes on. So anyone that wants to partner with Girls Spirit Trumpets too, whether it be a school, an organization, you can reach out to us at Girls Spirit Trumpets 2 website info, and drop an email, drop a comment, so we can get that ball rolling.
We're gonna see, can we get you some more trumpets too? So I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna see how many I can get.
Well, you know what he said? That means he's gonna follow through.
You know I'm gonna follow through.
Yeah.
Coming through.
Appreciate you.
My folks are like, let's get them. Let's go ahead on to get them. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we're gonna see how many we get. I don't have a number yet, but I will soon. And I'm gonna call you and tell you what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Oh, you know what? Did I tell you we had our first cultural exchange student to come to New Orleans from Scandinavia?
Oh no.
9 years old. This girl's 9 years old. She came. She did virtual at first, and then she came in person twice. And so she's second lining on the streets of New Orleans. She's part of a social and pleasure club for kids. And it's something how people recognize and appreciate our culture sometimes more than we do.
Yep.
And so they take advantage of it, and they travel, they come here, soak it all in, and then they blow up. So I tell the girls, look, she wasn't scared to improvise.
Right.
And one thing I always say, rock your soul, that means express yourself. No one can teach you how to express yourself, and that's real jazz, right? And so we give you the tools you can use to express yourself, but you got your own voice. And so I'm encouraging this season to step up improvisation with the girls. And so like everyone, especially the ones from New Orleans, majority of them were like scared to improvise, and then the ones from outside of New Orleans has come from a different country, like ready to get it in, not scared. And so we have to.
Their appreciation is different.
Yeah, right. Because they know they're here for a reason, and they understand
and they can't get that
the
nowhere
value.
else.
Exactly. So they're like excited.
They
then
gonna take advantage
I can
of
say,
it.
ooh, I second line on the streets of New Orleans. Ooh, I performed. I played with. I was at Preservation Hall.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And so we need to give the same exposure and opportunities, and have them understand and appreciate what you have and what we are surrounded by in our history. And I feel like what New Orleans is a city, we have done a great job of passing down the tradition to the next generation. All of the teachers that taught us, they have moved on, they transitioned.
Right.
So we're the ones
You
that have
all
to pass
also
it on.
you all also played, and I think still playing in Musicians Village. Because that's where you held one of your concerts,
Right, the Alice Marcellus Center for Music, in
Okay.
Musicians Village, yep.
Y'all okay with that then, right? I mean, because I keep hearing that they were going to try to charge folks for using different things over there. They were getting ready to take the rent up for the tenants. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Well, they give us the nonprofit community rate.
Okay.
And because, they have to pay for security and like putting the lights on. And so, we have to, we appreciate using that spot because they have everything that we need. They have backline, we can record.
Right.
So we just been working with
But
them.
y'all good, though.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. We, trying to figure it out and create the
'Cause I was
balance.
gonna have to advocate for that, too.
Well, that's why we're looking for sponsors to take care of those fees to when we have to dip into our budget to pay for a facility to hold a concert. Right. And so if you guys would like to sponsor those events, especially going to a facility where we have to pay for, we welcome anyone to sponsor that. We'll, put your company, if you want the acknowledgement, we'll put it out there, promote you.
So you see I'm paying attention then, bro. I'm just paying attention. I'm like, that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, wait a minute. How you going to charge girls play trumpet too more money to hold a concert up in there?
Yeah. We just want, consistency. Well, we understand things happen. And then, in the economy we live in now, it's like everything's just going up. Exactly. With the war, everything is just increasing. So, we understand the journey. We understand life.
Right. And speaking of the Alice Marcellus Center, right? Across the street, we actually cleaned up the Musicians Village Park a while ago, and we actually started that project and did a great job with that project. But the project is incomplete, so we started a mural that's being painted along the fence of that particular park, and we are looking for funds for that as well to complete that mural. And I'll let Troy expound on what's going to happen with that mural and what's going on that particular fence in that project.
Yeah, so with that mural, basically the 4 founding members of Girls Play Trumpets too are still rocking with us. We have 2 of them up there now. One of them, actually 2 of them went to the Kelly Clarkson show with us and, and talked about being a part of the program. And then honoring those women that are still doing it, but has done it. So basically, Veronique Dorsey, that plays with the Pinhead's Brass Band, the trumpet, she plays trumpet. We're going to put her on there. And our inspirational model for Girls Play Trumpets too, who is Valeda Snow, which was a black woman who grew up, came from Chattanooga, Tennessee, traveled all over the world, grew up around the time with Louis Armstrong, and they call her the Queen of the Trumpet. We're going to have her on there. And the musicians that lived in Musicians Village that passed away, like Smokey Johnson, who was the drummer for Fast Domino, Chuck Beatty, who played the bass on A Change Is Gonna Come, all of those, Bob French, all those people that were there, King, Harvey, we're going to put them on the fence. And then we're going to honor those living legends like Little Freddie King, who is bouncing back from, he wasn't really doing well, fell off a bike and then crazy, all other types of ailments where he has to deal with that. So Little Freddie King will be on there, and Carnival Time, L. Time Johnson, he's gonna be on there. It's Carnival Time.
So because I know Mr. Carl listens to this show all the time. Hey, sir, when are we thinking about doing this?
ASAP. So we have the artists. It's all about how much do we need to complete that project.
So right now we're short in that project about $10,000.
Okay.
Right.
To complete the project.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can get you. That's nothing. Call Mars Bart.
Call them up for me, man.
All right, Mars, come on.
Call them up.
He sponsored everything.
Yeah. Call them up, man.
Yeah, one call, that's all. Right? So yeah, we can get you probably a couple of folks too.
Right.
And then the other thing too is, and I know that she's a big fan because the day that I was at the Ellis Marcellus Center, she was there on the front row, and that is your mayor.
Yes. Elena Moreno.
She's a big supporter.
Big supporter of Girls Play Trumpets too. And the one thing is that people tend to divide Everyone, when you divide, you conquer. But you know, the one thing in the beginning, Cantrell was the supporter that motivated me and told me, Mayor Cantrell, former Mayor Cantrell, she told me, Troy, let's do it. Let's get our girls together. Let's make it happen. So she's the one that encouraged me also to make it happen.
Right.
And then with Helena Moreno, with her Summit for Girls, for organizations that are about empowering girls, I was invited, with Girls with Trumpets too. She saw and heard the impact and was blown away and said, Troy, I love what you're doing. I want to support. She was like, anytime you need me for something, just call me up. And so she may be at the event tomorrow too. But yeah, I love when people can see the impact. I don't have to say anything.
So let's go back a minute before you move forward. She said what?
Who?
Anytime you need me.
Right.
Call me up.
Call you up.
And let me know.
Tell me what you want.
I need $10,000.
Let's make it happen, right? Let's make it happen. They're trying to get that budget together though with the city, right? You tell me, because I've been off the radar. I've been trying to.
Hold on.
I've been trying to recover and practice.
I'm talking to you right now.
I've been in the shed. I've just been practicing.
If y'all need me or anything, call me up. Let me know that I need $10,000.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need my phone?
Boom, 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 boom.
There it is.
I got you.
So no, in all seriousness though, I mean that should be, even if the city doesn't have it, and I'm putting this out there, but even if the city doesn't have it, I've seen her say, we've got sponsors. Lead me in the right direction.
Right.
Because somebody on my level, I'm gonna be like, duh. I don't know nobody that can just write me a check for $10,000. But the mayor of this great city probably does.
Right.
So I mean, I'd like to see that happen for you. So it can go to it's not you talking about I got this money, bro. Let's go eat.
Right. Let's go splurge or whatever.
Yeah, right. We're trying to make sure that
you
got
happen. Preservation of the culture. We're preserving the culture.
How many young ladies though? How many young ladies do you have?
So in the Saturday program, which is the performing group, is about 27, and then we have our after school programs, and then it's like raises it up to maybe close to 50 girls.
And then you, of course, I know there got to be some folks that's picking up the phone, calling and saying, "How can I get my young lady?" Or
of course,
my daughter.
Of course, especially when they see them perform. They have so many people that.
That's what I want.
Have heard of Girls with Trumpets
want
too.
Them to see you all perform.
But when they see and hear it, then they see, oh yeah, you know what?
Right.
I'm signing my kid up, signing my daughter up today.
So,
well, we have our summer session coming up also, and working on a partnership with a university where next summer when we do our summer session, we'll have it on a university's campus, and we have all of the young ladies from all over the world to come to New Orleans to be on this campus and utilize the resources that they have, and they can stay in the dorm rooms. That's the vision. Once we solidify this partnership with this university.
I like to, and I don't know how this works. I'm thinking right off the top of my head because I got about 3 more minutes here. I would like for there to be a continual push to see these young ladies play, but put together a concert in a timely fashion that folks could get tickets, purchase these tickets, and come to the concert. You call your friends and say, hey, I need y'all to be a part of the concert as a special guest or whatever.
Right.
But do it in a timely fashion, plus have the media to support you, because everybody should be supporting to see what's going on and what you're doing. I think this is fabulous. Bro.
And remember, I told you about social and pleasure clubs, right? The only social and pleasure club to support Girls with Trumpets too is the Crew of Muses. To this day.
What?
The Crew of Muses. That's the only social and pleasure club. Fraternity, never. Sorority. Now we had support from the AKAs. One of them, just that we know, Cheyenne. Shout out to Cheyenne. She's graduating, I think, with a master's from UNO. She came to talk to the girls about what she does, which is cool. She but financially supporting Girls with Trumpets too. The Crew of Muses is the only organization, social and pleasure club, to support Girls with Trumpets too.
Is that because they don't know? I don't want to. I've seen, and I know some of these ladies and some of these.
It's not that. It's not that, because we have people they are a part of these different organizations. They mention it to whomever, and nothing happens. So I'm just telling everyone out there, if you have a social and pleasure club, we would love for y'all to support Girls Play Trumpets too, because we're all about preserving the culture and uplifting these young ladies so they can be empowered to be whoever and whatever they want to be in this world.
There needs to be a meeting.
Yeah, we're gonna meet. We're gonna meet because I know someone at the top really doesn't know about Girls Play Trumpets too. We're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
All right, before we get out, tell us again about the what you got coming up.
All right,
how folks can support.
Yes, we have Girls Play Trumpets 2 presents Jazz Fest After Dark, first annual fundraiser at the Chloe Hotel, which is located on St. Charles Avenue. The food is amazing. The burger is off the chain. All right, they got one of the best burgers in the city, and percentage of the donations from the bar sales and food will go to Girls Play Trumpets 2. We have a silent auction. We have Antwigity is going to be on the ones and twos. He's an amazing DJ, an artist. He's like, don't call me a DJ, I'm an artist. And we're going to have some special guests. You never know who may pop through. It's Jazz Fest time. And we're going to have a good time. Girls Play Trumpets 2 will be rocking at 6:15, and I will be performing at 7:30 with my band. And we're going to close out the show together, Girls Play Trumpets 2 plus Troy Song the Elements. We'll be rocking.
You rocking?
We rocking it.
All right,
yeah.
good.
Y'all can go to Girls Play Trumpets 2, TOO.org to support the movement in any way possible.
Yeah.
We appreciate you supporting us.
Yeah. Always good stuff both of y'all are
Thank
doing, brother. I can really appreciate.
Thank you for helping us.
I
I called you up, like, man, come through.
I mean,
that's what I'm talking. That's all love.
And look, every time
always say,
be
come
like,
through.
come on through, bro. Just come on
man.
through.
We
All right,
appreciate
y'all.
it.
We got to take our break. I really appreciate it. I'm working on that trumpet thing to get some more trumpets for you, too.
That works. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much. More coming up, y'all. We got to take a break.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal is partnering with a tech wonderland right in the middle of New York City. It's called Tomorrow, stylized as TM:RW. And it's designed to showcase the tech and innovation of the future.
Robots, dog robots, holograms, headphones, glasses, meta glasses. Just, it's a beautiful place to be. And I think if you're ever in Times Square, you should definitely check it out.
In this conversation on Bloomberg, Shaq explained why he decided to throw his money behind the Times Square-based store.
Well, I always invest in things that I first believe in and, things that are going to change people's lives. This is something that, it's not really a lot of competition out there. And I know once people come inside the store, they will love what they see and they will fall in love with what they see.
Stop by and you might even see Shaq himself, or maybe even a hologram of him.
A beautiful, sexy hologram. It's a hologram, a beautiful, sexy hologram.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. It's off the top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
A question once whispered at the edges of American politics is now being asked out loud, across party lines and across the entire globe. What in the hell is going on with President Donald Trump? In recent days, Trump's rhetoric has taken a bizarre, more volatile and dark turn. His comments about Iran have been described by critics as not only provocative, but dangerous. language that raises the temperature in an already combustible part of the world where he is creating chaos with an outright war on the Middle East. At the same time, a disturbing and deeply unusual public feud has erupted between the president and Pope Leo XIV. After the leader of the Catholic Church warned against what he calls a delusion of omnipotence, the president responded with a personal attack on the Pope. This is not normal diplomacy. It is something entirely different. And the concern is no longer confined to the president's political opponents. Quietly, and sometimes not so quietly, members of the president's own party have begun to signal discomfort, even alarm. And when allies start choosing their words carefully, it often speaks louder than critics ever could. Moreover, there are the optics. President Trump posting surreal images of himself cast in religious garb in a scene symbolizing an act of healing seeming to emulate Jesus Christ. Now, let me be absolutely clear. Questioning a president's mental fitness is serious business. It should never be done lightly or weaponized for political gain. But neither can this be ignored when patterns emerge, when rhetoric escalates to the extreme, when judgment appears strained, when behavior invites not just criticism, but real concern. In spite of what some Trump supporters seem to think, the presidency is not a stage for spectacle. It is a test of steadiness, composed decorum and restraint, and most of all, clarity under pressure. The presidency demands discipline, not drama. And make no mistake about it, when drama begins to drive a president's decision, the country pays the price. So is Donald Trump crazy like a fox or just plain crazy? This is Norman Robinson off the top.
Real issues, real talk, real solutions. Miss an episode of The Reality Check? You can catch every episode anytime. Search WBOK Media on your favorite podcast app to tap the bold commentary, real-time reactions, and powerful perspectives from the people and leaders shaping our city. Download, share, and rate it 5 stars because the real ones always stay informed.
Join the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation as it brings the island vibes of Jamaica to Generations Hall at the 2026 Jazz and Heritage Gala on Wednesday, April 22nd from 7 till 10 p.m. One love, one music, one people presents an electric evening supporting music, education with iconic performances by the Wailers featuring Julia Marley, Big Sam's Funky Nation, and the Don, Moose Jameson's Heritage School of Music All-Stars featuring Deacon John. Visit jazzandheritagegala.com for more information.
Calling all Dillard University alumni near and far. It's time to come home to the Oaks. May 7th through May 9th, we're bringing the Blue Devil spirit back together, honoring milestone classes ending in 1s and 6s, and celebrating the legacy, the culture, and the connections that make Dillard unforgettable. Don't miss your chance to reconnect, reminisce, and relive the magic. Visit dillard.edu/reunion for details. May 7th through May 9th. The Oaks is calling, and we're coming home.
This is Andronika Morris, host of Put Housing First. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, where we will discuss how housing affects every aspect of our lives and what's necessary, what's needed to guarantee housing for all. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock as we dig down deep onto the issues that affect all of us.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The Reality Check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Gerard Stevens, but you got to thank Troy Damon for coming through, having some good conversation about them young ladies, because I know it's going to be some good times had. They do great work. You got to go see them young ladies play. You really got to go see those young ladies play. As a matter of fact, I think about when I think about playing and hearing music on the air, I know she's going to think I'm funny. Y'all going to hear my phone go off because I'm going to talk about it for a minute. before I left out of here last week to go out of town, I was supposed to go to DJ Soul Sister's Michael Jackson party over at Tipitina's, but I couldn't go because I had to leave because I wanted to make sure that my daughter had everything she needs, so I couldn't go. But she invited me to go, and I couldn't go. And I was mad. But I was listening to her.
Who's mad?
Y'all see what I got to go through, right? Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson over there.
I couldn't resist. That was
I know. That's all right.
Couldn't resist
it's
that
okay, though. It's all right. And I was listening. Have you listened to DJ Soul Sister's show?
Yeah.
I was actually in the car and was listening to her.
That show has been on for many years.
It's been on for what, 25 years?
Long
So
time.
it's been 25, 30 years?
Long time.
But she played a set, and I texted her. I said, boy, and the set was Bohannon.
Mm-hmm.
She played about 4 or 5 songs that Bohannon had done. And you can't find those songs on vinyl no more. And she was letting everybody know, I'm playing the vinyl. This is a vinyl night.
Yeah, album cuts.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm. She
Played all them Bohannon songs and then came back with playing, who was she playing? She played a cut from James Brown. It was one of them cuts you don't hear. And played that. Boy, I was sitting in the car. I had the radio blasting, driving. I couldn't hear nothing else. My phone could have been ringing. I wouldn't have heard it in the car because she was jamming. So I had to apologize to her because I couldn't make the Michael Jackson party that she had. But I wanted to listen to her show. Show was great. Show was great. So DJ Soul Sister, let me be the first to give you the DJ's words of encouragement. Girl, you did the damn thing. All right, there it is. There it is. So I got a few more minutes before I get out of here. And I know that everybody was wondering, is he ever going to talk about what happened over the weekend? Yeah, we are talking about the White House Correspondents' Dinner. All right, 504-582-9422. Not yet, but we're getting ready to give you some of that.
It's long.
I know. We ain't gonna play all of it, but is this like? First thing I thought about was this had to be an instance where we had to look at it and say, this guy wanted to go in and assassinate members of the administration of Trump. If not, going to get Trump himself. And if that's the case, this would be his 3rd assassination attempt. More assassination attempts than any in the history of presidents.
You mean staged?
You thought it was staged?
You meant to say staged assassination attempt.
You thought it was staged? Why you
All
thought it was
3
staged?
of them.
Why?
All 3.
Why?
Man, the first one. You didn't hear anything about the kid that supposedly was taking a shot at him. You didn't hear anything about the person that supposedly died. That was a blood capsule that fool put on his ear. Because if any little nick of your ear cartilage is taken off as Holyfield, it doesn't grow back. But I'm an incredible healer. I heal incredibly fast. Doctor said I'm the best healer ever. Man, fool. That fool lying to his, man. And then the one, we spotted a rifle shaft through a bush at 400 yards away.
That's what they were looking for?
Psh, man, please. They didn't even know the fool was there.
So you don't think that...
None of this is real. It's all distractions from the Epstein files. Do not lose focus.
So I was wondering...
Epstein files.
I was wondering, in last night's so-called attempt, All the gunshots.
He just sat there like nothing was going on.
Who?
Dumbass.
He said he didn't hear it. And then they ushered him away, him and the Melania.
Please, the way her eyes bucked open, he heard it.
And
because he looked at her like, why are you looking like that?
Weisha Zhang, who was also sitting up there, and the reporter for CBS, she even was crawling on the ground in her ball gown. So I'm looking around and saying to myself, have you ever, well, no, you had to be more so invited to a lot of these places because they had more of the national folks. You did have some of the local TV stations that's part of the different organizations go. I went, but it was a long time ago. Mine, when I went, was with Clinton, when Clinton was having them. I didn't get a chance to go to, I went to the Obama inauguration, but I didn't go to his White House correspondence time that he was there. That's when I think that's the time that Donald Trump thought about running for office after Obama obliterated him. That's his favorite word, obliterated him at the correspondence dinner. He obliterated him.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, he told him I knew you know what.
You saw exactly how thin-skinned he was.
Yep.
He was many different shades of red.
Yep, orange. That's not red, that's orange. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I looked at this and said, is this the third time? Now, I tell you, as I looked and watched into these things even more, I did not like his interview that he did with 60 Minutes.
He showed just what kind of I'm going to say the kind of dumbass
to sit down there
he
and
is.
have a national correspondent to ask you a legitimate question about what was in that manifesto, and you would take a pop shot at her, which I'm glad this is not me doing those interviews, because I wouldn't let him get away with it. Now,
he wouldn't mess with you because you're a male.
He would. Yeah, he would have said it exactly what he said. But for him to tell, what's her name, O'Donnell, that she is a disgrace. I said, you're talking to a national anchor.
He's the disgrace.
You're the disgrace.
Everything he said to her is exactly what he is.
Because he had to defend himself. And she's asking him a legitimate question about what do you think when you hear this man call you a rapist or call you a pedophile?
No. She didn't say anything to the fact of him. She didn't imply him.
You're talking about his administration.
The way she worked, she said in his manifesto, it said blah, 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 so on and so forth. And he went off the hinges because
I'm not a rapist.
Because he thinks that that she implied him when she didn't. And she said at the end, so are you these things that he said? So he completely blew himself out the water out of guilt.
But I would have said to him, I'm sorry, sir, I didn't call your name. Is that guilt speaking? What do you think? What do you?
Oh, I would have loved to see. Now he would have had coronary right then.
No, he would have stopped the interview.
He got up and walked out.
Yeah,
just like a little punk like he is.
Huh. So they're going to have another one, which is going to be interesting to see how they react with the security. So they're going to have another one that's supposed to be within the next 30 days. And I also think that this was a chance, a political chance, for him to say, see why we need to have this new ballroom?
That's why because he says, I want that ballroom by any means necessary. I'm Trump, I can do it. In fact, let me find that thing that.
This is why we need that ballroom. So I'm sitting there saying to myself, that's a political hoax. That's a political hoax. And if that's what you're going to use to bring up this new ballroom, which honestly, in my opinion, looks very gaudy because it's gold. Everything is gold. The chairs are gold. The tables are gold. The chandeliers, they're gold. Everything is gold and white. doesn't look good. It looks gaudy. And why they think that that looks good, I have no idea yet. None whatsoever. So with that being said, I've seen so many different people write. They don't believe that that was what it was. They believe something else. I was a little concerned that this young man who has been called the Teacher of the Year would also put himself in a position to maybe have to do 30 and 40 years because of his shooting of a Secret Service agent that got caught in his vest, using those weapons of mass destruction, and maybe have to endure 30 or 40 years of hard time. They gonna get you, buddy. I hope you prepared for this. Here's the other issue that I got to talk about. Huh?
Well, I was about to read you what he said.
I don't want to hear it. That's okay. Let's leave it alone. Here's the other issue, though. I'm really disturbed, and I'm hoping that all the officials in the state of Louisiana are putting together their thinking hats on this issue with the clerk of court in New Orleans. They ain't all. The disbanding of these judges needed in New Orleans that you're just trying to get rid of. This has made national news and even international news, and is making this state look very bad. Everybody is replaying on social media as well as other national organizations replaying Gary's comments about we're number 50 in this, number 49 in this, number 50, number 50, number 50. And all you all can do is think about how you're going to disband an area that doesn't even concern you without even talking to the folks of New Orleans. Having no type of staging, no kind of nothing, and you just put together that bill. And this man has the audacity, I'm talking about the senator, to just stand up there in front of him like there's nothing wrong. And he has no research to show that this is what needs to be done. Wow. We look asinine. Well, I don't look asinine. I'm talking about the state. We look asinine. Ass like an ass 9 times. Asinine. That's the only thing I got. 504-582-9422. Then, the big asinine one. Your governor. To come back to talk about a shooting at the Mall of Americas and call it hug a thug politics, hug a thug crime, because that's what he sees a lot of these judges doing. Hug a thug. So I had to comment on the hug a thug issue and put that in some type of context for me to be satisfied with, I guess, saying, coming from you, Governor, for you to call this hug a thug type of law enforcement from the judges. I can also say that a lot of your politics, a lot of the decisions that are being made, a lot of the criteria that you think should be put in place, that you're losing, you and Liz Merrill are losing in court day by day. How much money is it costing us to take these issues that don't make no common sense whatsoever to a court and putting some type of, I guess, common sense in your head that this ain't gonna work. Hug a thug doesn't necessarily mean that I got on a gang bandana. I'm walking around in a shirt with tattoos on. Hug a thug can be of a different hue, and hug a thug could also have on a suit and be a legislator as well. Because some of these thugs, and as in the famous words of Deirdre, these thug publicans, you all are making some very dangerous and stupid decisions on our behalf. And I think it's time for us to gain ourselves, put ourselves in a box, and start doing recalls on a lot of these folks. Ain't that something? Think about that. More coming up. Chuck, hold on.
AURN News.
Today, Cole Thomas Allen, the 31-year-old Torrance, California teacher accused of opening fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner Saturday night, is being arraigned in federal court in Washington. The suspect faces charges of assault on a federal officer and using a firearm during his crime of violence, with more charges expected. What we know is he was a hotel guest at the Washington Hilton, had a shotgun, handgun, and several knives. In the hours before the attack, the suspect posted to social media and sent his family writings that authorities say clearly stated he intended to target Trump administration officials, calling himself a, quote, friendly federal assassin. Hotel surveillance video captured him bolting past security checkpoints dressed in black with a bag in hand. One officer was hit. His ballistic vest protected him. He has since been released from the hospital. Allen never reached the ballroom where President Trump, Vice President Vance, and several members of the cabinet were seated. For AURN News, I'm Ebony McMorris.
Trying to grow your business or increase traffic to your location? We can help. WBOK 1230 AM has a number of solutions that will meet your individual needs. Give one of our consultants a call today at 504-582-9420 or email us at info@wbok1230.com. And remember, an investment with WBOK is an investment in our community. Call today.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
City Park is where to go when you don't know where to go. Turn towards the city center and start walking. Before long, you'll end up where you belong. At the heart of the city, New Orleans City Park. Stroll along the reeded marsh, wander through the sculpture garden, rest and recharge beneath ancient oak trees. This is where your spirit goes to grow. It's in our nature to yearn for nature. NewOrleansCityPark.org, heart of the city.
New Orleans is built to host, and at the New Orleans Ernest N. Memorial Convention Center, it is where big ideas, major events, and careers come together under one roof. As the 6th largest convention center in the country with a team recognized as a national top workplace, we are proud to power the events that keep our city moving forward. Our staff of more than 450 brings nearly 3,900 years of combined experience, an average of almost 9 years each. If you're looking for a robust benefits package, career stability, and opportunity, visit mccno.com to explore open positions today.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. 1. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. 2. Our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. 3. Our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-981-8177. That's 800-981-8177. Call 800-981-8177 right now before the offer ends.
WBOK online at WBOK1230.com. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks. Welcome back. A few minutes here before we get out and color the day for Monday. Chuck, what's going on in Monroe, man?
Good evening to you. Be quick. Did you get the your message with the paper, Monroe Free Press and Monroe Dispatch?
No, I've been gone, so I didn't get a message.
I know you.
Yeah.
I know with your daughter. Yeah, I'm glad to know that she's in recovery, and my thoughts go out to you and your family.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, my reason for calling, I was listening to what's been going on, with a lot of hostility going on, what happened Saturday evening, and we were just talking about having Mall of Louisiana and what the remarks that the governor's been making. I tell you about the kind of radio station I have up here, this conservative talk radio station, MLB. They do a lot of that kind of things, and they use a lot of buzzwords. You're going to hear things talk about liberals, Christian conservative, or anything. They go with all kinds of things. They use those buzzwords, and see that's what stokes fires, and that's what I land on.
I just look at those folks as hypocrites.
Oh yes.
You know, these are the folks that call themselves super conservatives. I even saw a television commercial that's for a political candidate with Trump saying there'll be no more woke. Da 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 da. But if you're one of us,
another word to use.
Yeah, if you're one of us, you know that woke meant something good. You know that. How do you turn something good into something bad by saying, "Oh, you're not woke. We're not using no woke type of methods." Woke mean that you are wide open and that you are good. You are noticing all these different things that are happening in you, and wokeness is a good thing. They can call it bad all they want to, but to me, that's just ignorant.
It is, and that's why that same station I was telling you about. That's why Rush Limbaugh stayed on there until his passing, and putting that kind of rhetoric out there, and it continues today. They have Sean Hannity and all these others on. That's why like your station, with WBOK, you have a mixture of beliefs there. It's not you're on one side, and that's what makes you all so great down there.
Yeah, well, I try to make sure that whatever we're talking about is up to date. I don't know everything, and I'll be the first one to.
Yes.
I'm not to the point where I think I'm the best news person or talk show host.
Exactly.
And you'll never hear me doing that. If I do, you need to call 911 and tell them to come down here and see me because something wrong. But I like to make sure that we involve the folks that have seen what it is, and if they haven't seen what it is, that they can ask some questions because somebody's going to know.
Yes.
That's listening.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right, and that's why I say that's what happened. You talk about stoking fire, and I hear him talking about hug a thug and all that. You see those buzzwords. That's what can get them going with that kind of stuff.
Well, I do believe that there's going to be a movement if all this stuff that they're offering up now goes through, and the comparisons are coming out. All of the delegation is coming out. I'm glad to see that they're having the conversation and making these clips and put them on people's social media. I would like to see more of that when it comes down to having conversations with the people.
Yeah, you have to talk to the people.
I know the NAACP is getting stuff together right now. Don't think that the NAACP is being very quiet. I know they are. I've had the conversation, and I can't tell it, but I will let you know this: they're making moves.
Yes.
So I'm just sitting back until somebody say pull the trigger. We pull the trigger.
Yeah.
It's coming. It is coming. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was my reason for calling. And also, like I said, I sent those papers to you, so you can see they did have the story about Calvin Duncan.
So you sent them to us? Where'd you send them?
I sent them to I don't know if it was through your Facebook page.
You sent it to my Facebook page. Okay, I need to check it then, don't I?
Yeah, and see Ms. Bagnera is one of my Facebook friends. I sent to her to make sure that both of y'all get a chance to look at those papers.
Okay, very good. I'll take a look. I will. So.
All right.
All right, Chuck. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the hard work there, boy. Our
that's what it's all
contact in the middle of the state. There we go.
Oh, yes. All right. It's always great conversing with you all. This is, like I said, it's Louisiana Yankee reporting from up here in Northeast Louisiana. I had to put that joke in.
All right, Chuck. Thank you,
You
buddy.
all take care.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Chuck got his own title now. There it is. All right. So I'm trying to look at the same time, Chuck, looking for this newspaper. I'll find it. I'll look for it after I get off the air. And make sure to do it. Tomorrow is the big day. Well, what you talking about, Gerod? Your questions about sewage and water board. You want to know? Make sure that you're tuned in. He postponed on us one time. Hopefully he'll be here on tomorrow. Mr. Randy, who is the CEO of the Sewage and Water Board, will be with us on tomorrow's show. Don't you dare miss that conversation. And probably later on, we're going to have some conversation with what's going on with RTA, too. I'm trying to put that together now, and we'll work on it, okay? But tomorrow, the Sewage and Water Board CEO in the building having a conversation with us. That's going to wrap things up for me. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love for my daughter, for my family. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you on tomorrow.